Welcome, welcome back to the Dancing Oracle with Najia. This is part two, the in-depth explanation of what is going on with the United States here as of March 8th. It's kind of a general reading for the spring of 2025. So I did a really quick overview in part one because some of my viewers really just want me to get to the point and do it quickly. And then other people really love when I explain things in depth, especially those of you who have an interest in mysticism. If you are a tarot reader, many tarot readers love to watch other tarot readers and see how we interpret the cards and pick up the energies because all the cards have many meanings. And the way a reader tunes in is, well, the way I tune in, a few ways, but besides interpreting the cards by traditional meanings and pulling the one that feels right, I will feel it in my body, a pull towards certain imagery that I want to talk more about. And I hear it clairaudiently. I hear things from, I guess, my higher self, my angels and guides. I've never asked. I should ask. And sometimes you get a vision, so you use your clairvoyance with the cards, with the images. So you can do this with anything, not just cards. You can do it with clouds, with stars, just closing your eyes and seeing things like a TV screen, see what shows up. I highly encourage everyone to get in touch with your higher self, with your intuition. All right. So I am doing a traditional Celtic cross spread, but I'm doing it in a smaller space. So this is the heart of the reading, the first card. And it's the Four of Cups in reverse. And the cups are your emotional fulfillment, things you counted on to fulfill your heart, the things that you've given your love to. And the Four of Cups person is dealing with security because of number four, right? Number four is always your foundation, your security, your four walls. When you're going through a four phase, you feel a little trapped. Like it's not the time to be free, to go out and adventures like a number one time, right? Even the five, you have some freedom, right? But the four is like constrictive energy. And there's options presented to this person. And she's not happy with none of these fulfill her heart. And there were in reverse, what's even worse is I'm picking up from the sound. Promises were broken that fulfill the heart. There were promises made, right? You know, like the rainbow colors of promise. That like the happiness in the rainbow, especially in this one cup. And she made a choice and it wasn't happy. And even now, she's realizing it was all a lie. And she's starting to let go of those things she held dear to her heart because she's realizing the choices are not good. Okay. And what is blocking the fulfillment of the cups of the heart, the beautiful golden cups, the golden bowls of the heart, is a card that is like real, it's like a card of realization because it's a number nine card. The nines represent like going toward the end of the road, because the journey is from 1 to 10, and 10 is like a new beginning. But nine is like really the end, like you've come to the end, right? And 10 is like the turning point. And nine is like, wow, I see the bigger picture now. And there's been a lot of, with this energy of wands, putting all your vitality into blocking off something, blocking off. Like, see how she's got her borders? Like, don't cross the border, which is a big issue. I just can't believe I said that. But yeah, so like, don't cross my border. And that idea of don't cross my border, I guess that was a big selling point for what's going on in this country. That is the obstacle card that's blocking the emotional fulfillment, the choices, the choices, and feeling safe within your walls. You know, your number four card where you kind of stay planted and feel safe. So that's interesting. Yeah, don't cross this border. And she's holding that torch and being vigilant, like, I'm not letting anyone through. And with the nine, it's like kind of, and it's giving up the fight, plus it's in the obstacle position to begin with in the reading. In the traditional Celtic cross, it would literally look like this, right? So that's very interesting because the cards are truly listening to the story of the United States. Now, in the card of conscious thoughts, we've got the Hierophant in reverse. Normally, in this deck, this is a different rendition from Lightseer's Tarot. But in the traditional rider weight, it looks like a pope sitting on a throne with his priest or whatever serving, other authorities. It's very authoritarian, traditional card in the upright position. It's also a card of higher learning and seeking enlightenment, We could see in the upright position there is going up to the top for the enlightenment. He's meditating, but it's in reverse. So in the reverse position, it's the card of unorthodoxy. We're seeing that. We're seeing that with our government being dismantled, our constitution being dismantled. Yeah. So we see that. By the way, it's right over the King of Pentacles in reverse. I'll talk about it, but check out the position. There's always a relationship, right? All right. So the Queen of I'm making sure I was recording. I was afraid I was doing this without recording. Sorry, my eyes are wandering around to my camera. So, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is a very selfish energy about money, very greedy, because it's in reverse. So there's a couple things. It can represent two of the shadow side of the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. It's in reverse. So one is very selfish, energy, female energy, by the way, in the subconscious, people that want what they want at any cost for money, for what do you call when you want to look better in front of others? Why can't I think of that name? Status. You care about status. So you'll create the look of everything for status. The other aspect of this in the reverse, um, is a queen that is actually cares about people, but doesn't feel like she has what's necessary to be the mother for others, like to provide. So in the highest form, it's the Queen of Pentacles upright. That would be a woman. Look how smug and self. She's got all the green around her. She's holding the big coin. She knows she can provide for all the children, grandchildren, everybody. She's feeling secure. In the reverse position, the issue is insecurity. So insecurity about money manifests in different ways. This is the shadow side. The upright is safety, and people thought they're going to get safety. Instead, they've got the opposite of safety. Get it? I did a reading on Soul Mirror. Check it out. It had to do with I'll just show you the deck. You'll see. I just did a whole bunch of readings on this deck. It's exactly this issue. Very interesting. Because I was doing it for what is going on right now, what's in the atmosphere, and I'll show you the card. Let me go look it up in the book so I can find it quicker. Yeah, so interesting. Yes. Yeah, security, insecure or safe. Let's see. So this is the card. So you could look up my reading, you'll get more information. So this is a card where you look and it mirrors what is going on inside you, whether you're feeling insecure or safe, because there is a relationship to that. And it's very much what this Queen of Pentacles energy is. Here's the card. So there's a video of me holding this up. You can check that out. Okay. It's really interesting. So, so what happens in the subconscious, this is the subconscious position, right? That people were wanting to feel they could provide for others in their family. They wanted to feel empowered like the queen who could provide. But what they got is subconscious energy now is I cannot provide. So we're instead of feeling safe and secure, feeling insecure. Insecure manifests in different ways. We all know people who compensate when they're insecure, right? Like women, they might want to have all the status things, have the best of everything, and have that outer package look really good when they go out. But inside, it's like vacant, right? It's just like vacant. It doesn't have substance, right? And the other way, insecure, and that can manifest with like narcissism, being mean to others, things like that. The other side of insecurity is really feeling vulnerable and wounded and just not able to function and provide. So that's another aspect. So I wanted you to understand reversals for those who like to watch the deep dive reading, okay? Those who are really into spirituality like me, right? In the position of recent past, we have the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, the Ten of Cups. Sorry. Ten of Cups, we see the rainbow of happiness. We see the happy family. Look at these people. They're just like in the swing of the rainbow, in the hammock of the rainbow. And they got the kids all happy, the rainbow of happiness. They've got every cup filled. Every cup is filled with that happiness. Every color, every vibration is present. And it's like reached the fulfillment, with the number 10. Also with the number 10, we know that it's going to turn soon. So in the recent past, we came to the end of the line, right? We came to the end of the line. And we know that a new beginning will start, like something different. This has lived out its fullness, right? We had a good economy. It was really recovering. People were getting happy again. We had like at the best employment record, I think, in 40 years, at least at least 40 years. I think it was like 42 years. We haven't had such a great um, unemployment. So many people are employed, you know? We still had high prices because we had to go through the previous administration issues and the pandemic and all that went wrong. And it had to recover, and it was. But now, in the near future, we've got the Five of Pentacles. Now, you could watch the previous video and see me cleanse the cards with sage and shuffle them. I don't do these preset cards. This is what Spirit puts out, right? So the Five of Pentacles, you see this person really sad and mourning. This is the near future. This is the card of change with the number five, a bit of chaos through the mid-cycle of change. After feeling some security with the four energy, now it's like, whoa, conflict. Fives are conflict, change. Mm. And in the pentacle, the change happens in the purse, in the health too. People's health goes down with the Five of Pentacles. People's pocketbooks, homes, security, your home, your four walls. You're suddenly vulnerable and feeling left out in the cold. See how she's mourning and left out in the cold? And yet there's other people behind that door of pentacles, very wealthy. And in that big door of pentacles, and then there she is, realizing the truth, you know? So I think in the near future, the people that were feeling the fulfillment will suddenly be like, whoa, Hierophant in reverse. Total totally turned everything upside down. All the structures, everything's unorthodox and irrational. So they're going to see that. And it's unfortunate, but you got to see reality. Um, but unfortunately, we're all having to go through this, and even the rest of the world is affected. We've got the person was, I didn't want to say because I don't want to get this is like our country and the person in charge or whoever's mainly in charge. The energy is this very selfish, tyrannical energy with the King of Pentacles in reverse. This is the selfish king that lies, does anything for money. It's all about the money. It's never enough. It's never, 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 never enough. It's all about the money. And they will be so corrupt with money. So there's a lot of corruption going on behind the scenes because this is underneath the Hierophant. Everything is being toppled and turned over in the structure, and all because of the selfishness and greed. This is the greed card. Go look it up. And this is representing the leaders, the people in charge. So of the United States. So look it up on the internet. I didn't make this up. Like, for those who may not like what I'm saying, okay? Yeah. Wow. So in the environment is Seven of Wands reverse energy. So in the upright position, this person is trying to fend off the negative forces, the lower forces. If you see the lower forces in the traditional deck, you'll see someone's up on the hill or the cliff, and they're fighting to keep down the attacks. And in this artist's rendition, um, she's kind of put herself in her bubble of enlightenment above it all, but it's in reverse. she can't do her spirit like in the normal upright position. You're trying to feel better and you're trying to connect to spirit. You're trying to be a spiritual person. You're just trying to feel safe and fend off things. And but in reverse, you can't fight it off. You're defeated, right? You have to let go of the fight. And that's what's going on in the environment. This is the environment. God, we're also losing our we're losing our partnerships and ability to protect ourselves, to fight off anything that would harm us, because this is in reverse and because of what just happened with NATO, what's going on with our allies. And we're partnering with people who are dictators. So that's very like it's telling that story. I got to do a real good future later to see if, because I have this for the long-term future. But anyway, the strength card is the hopes and fears. And that is that gentle strength, like deep, abiding strength of the lion, the loyalty of the lion, the structure of the lion, strong, right? But the lamb shows that gentle persuasion. So it's not done with force, it's done in a gentle manner, warding off an attacker or something like that, not with force. So that's the hope in the hope and fear section of the reading of the Celtic cross traditional spread. All right. In the long term outcome, we've got the Four of Swords. We have battled and battled with those swords. The heart is broken and we need to recuperate. Now, in tarot, how long term is this? Could it be 4 months? Some people go by the number 4 months, 4 years, 4 weeks. It could be any of those. It's, I find that in my psychic readings, excuse me, my throat is hurting. I find that in my psychic readings that time is kind of a construct more than a 3D thing that we experience here. So the only way to really tell the outcome is to consult an astrologer, a really good astrologer that could map out with the tarot reader the events going on. All right, so I'm going to put these away. And if you could see in part one, I pulled these cards. They were at the bottom of the deck. They are what is going on underneath the surface, happening right now. So there was a number of cards. We had the lovers. Um, I got the feeling like opposites attract. I mean, because in this deck, I mean, it's not just man and woman, but it's they're also different races, right? So I kind of got this feeling like opposites coming together for union. Because I think that is sort of happening because as people realize the truth, they're going to go to their friend like, "Oh my God, you were right. You were right." Yeah, yeah. And then I got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's a messenger, all about money. It's a message of money coming through, something with money. And the Queen of Cups, there's this, I think I know who this is, but I think it's AOC because she's doing a lot to explain to people about the messages of money, what's really going on, what's really going on with the money. And she's doing Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She's amazing. She's really a sincere soul. She's not like a politician. I mean, her own party doesn't like her because she's just really, 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 really real and cares about people. She doesn't play politics. She's her and Bernie Sanders, but she's doing a lot on YouTube. She's putting out stuff all the time, really showing people what's going on with the money. What's going on with all these cuts to enrich, 4.5 billion. They want to keep their tax cuts for like the less than 1% of the people who don't have to pay taxes like everybody else. They get social welfare. They get like corporate welfare, not they're worried, we're cutting food out from kids and then medical for people who work two jobs and can't afford medical insurance because $7 an hour, right? Minimum wage. You work 80 hours a week, you can't afford food and medical insurance. You can just get some shelter, right? And then like the multi-billionaires, trillionaires don't have to pay like their percentage. And even if we cut everything out, we've only raised half of the amount for their tax cuts, you know? And now all the contracts are going to the friends of you know who, rather than, it's just a power play. It's terrible. So we've got the Ten of Swords. I remember this was in the upright. I showed the reverse, but this is coming to the end of the line, and every sword has been pierced. You are just had it all. You come to the end. This is another 10 we've got in here. The nine of sorry, this was in reverse. The Nine of Cups in reverse, the lack of fulfillment. We can look back at video one, but I know it was in reverse. So all that fulfillment is going away. All that feeling like you have enough to feed everyone at your table. Typically, there's a man at a table and he's got all the goblets filled, and he's got lots of prosperity for his friend. He's acting all smug, like, I got it all for everybody. And this is like, in reverse, like, I do not have this. I do not have the golden goblets. We got the devil energy underneath it all. We got several devils. We got some devils seducing people, lying, manipulating, making them codependent. Look at that, right? People are Well, if I were young and I'd be like falling for that. Look at that. Look at that guy. Sexy, seducing. Right? Well, people falling for that. People falling for that, right? Look at, oh my God, what's he got around his strings? What's in those strings? Oh, he's got this people. He's got the puppets. Look at that. You see, he's got a puppet. That's what that is. He's pulling the strings and he's giving this person grief. Grief, right? Just for his own selfish gain of power, right? And people are left trying to juggle their purse strings. It's in reverse. It ain't working out. They cannot balance their purse strings, right? Yeah, it's bad. Price of eggs is going way up. There's no eggs on the shelf. We got rid of the department that the bird flu to contain the bird flu that was causing the eggs to go up in the last 2 years, and we just got rid of the department that would protect people for that. Yeah, those cuts, right? Those cuts for the billionaires and stop protecting the citizens of this country, right? Look at that. Five of Cups in reverse. That's a lot of regret. It's a lot of regret and feeling like I'm sorry, like it's like I made the wrong decision and I'm sorry about it in the reverse position. Seven of Cups got taken by all that glitters, all clouded. And underneath those cups, you see snake, you see dragon, right? You thought it was a golden cup full of jewels, but look underneath it. It's telling you, the cards are telling you. Oh, Knight of Swords energy. Knight of rash, very rash, cutting energy. Destructive in reverse position. Brash and rash, too much testosterone. Ah, too much testosterone. We needed a woman. We needed a woman. We needed the woman's energy. Oh, wow. I think this reading is pretty long. I was going to do some oracle with it. time is it? Oh, let's do the soul mirror. Just I want to see like a little oracle clarification. Just see what spirit does. I'll do that in part 3 because I know people don't like when the videos get too long. So please hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you want to send me thanks, there's all different ways in my description box. And I also do personal readings. Yeah, this is an advertisement for my personal readings. And it also enriches you, help you feel okay, understand what's going on. A little bit of that too. So thank you. Take care. I'll see you in the next part with the Oracle. Bye.